jumping to exactly? Jumping from here. Am I trying to get over there? Fucking hell. Nope, that's way too fucking near. I need to be able to do that jump. I might have to go... One more, dudes. And then I'm going to have to research that jump later on and, like, practice it again and figure it out. 20 adaptability must be able to do it. Must be. But then again, I've only seen somebody do that jump as a cleric. And you'd have attunement. And attunement affects your agility. Like your run speed and shit. So maybe the combination of 20... or whatever adaptability, plus the attunement as well, is making it so they can do that jump. You need to be able to do that jump though. Holy shit, it makes a fucking difference. Yeah, I know, dudes, I know. I love the fuck out of Dark Souls 2. Not everybody loves this game to the same level I do, and some people do. I completely understand. I've been talking about this with Claire and stuff like that. It is going to be mixed up. It is going to be mixed up, swear to God. Oh, fuck, nearly. I dipped down a little bit at the end. If I hadn't dipped down, I might have got that. One more. No. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll practice that on my own time. But yeah, New Game Plus has to happen because folk want to play with me and they want to see New Game Plus as well. Some folk just want to see New Game Plus. So New Game Plus, definitely. But what I'm thinking of doing, this is all just entirely fucking theorycraft. What I'm thinking of doing is splitting the days. Because now that I'm feeling a bit better, I can stream more. No worries about that. Feeling a bit better so I can stream more. So what I'm thinking about doing is like a half and half. You know, like 2 or 3 days of HTSF, 2 or 3 days of Dark Souls, whatever like that. If you don't watch the Dark Souls, there's the HTSF there. If you only like Dark Souls is there and stuff like that. So I think I'm contemplating doing it like half and half like that. I mean, the thing is as well, like I only do HTSF in 3-hour blocks. There's only games like Dark Souls, maybe Metal Gear Solid as well, where I'd like to do more than 3 hours HTSF at once. It's nice to set the HTSFs at 3 hours and then do something else for another hour or 2 and stuff like that. So I don't know, like Monday you do like a 3-hour fucking HTSF set. And then you do like a couple of hours speedrun. It's extra then, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Nobody's like, well, it's the same game like every stream, stuff like that. It's extra. It doesn't matter. You know, if you watch the HTSF and you don't want to see any more Dark Souls, that's fine. Seems the best way of doing it. You know, I do like 3 days of HTSF and I don't know. It's not like a case of like I'm dropping HTSF, dude. Not the case at all. It's just like I'm very much in love with this fucking game at the moment. Ah, no, that's not working, is it? Oh, well. Oh, well. Right, that was definitely the last one there. I was just talking while running back. Xbox on standby. Wait for my command. Wait for it. Wait for it. Should be alright there. Xbox off. Good, Xbox. Very loyal. Right, let's bring you guys over here. Let's bring you guys over here. There we go. And I may as well give you full cat cam as well. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I think some people might have been worried that I was literally just going to convert to only playing Dark Souls. No, I'm going to be playing a lot of Dark Souls, but not just Dark Souls. Give us the vote on the next HTSF. With my HTSF choices recently, I don't think I've been too far off the mark. It's been a lot of Metal Gear Solid. A lot of Metal Gear Solid. And I've been enjoying that series so fucking much, dudes. You know, I don't think anybody would complain if I go into HTSF Metal Gear Solid 4. Episode 2 does need doing. You know what? Do you know what's the most tragic thing? Well, actually, I've actually got other plans. I've actually got other plans for an HTSF next. I want to get used to that, the Wii U. And, it's Hi-Hi. Hi-Hi's not trying to sleep here. She's not trying to sleep at all. She is pretty, isn't she? She's a great looking cat. Very default moggy, but she's great. She's, not in a sleeping mode. She's in a just like, I'm just gonna chill out here and lie down, but I'm not sleeping. She's got her eyes wide open kind of style. And yeah. You leave my foot alone. You having fun, darling? Hey? Isn't that fun? Did I just attack your foot? You didn't like that, did you? You don't appreciate when Liam taps your foot. Yeah, there's a lot of good HTSF games upcoming that I suspect. There's Super Mario 3D World with Claire. There's new Super Mario Bros. U and Luigi U for me. That's my own personal thing, is that Claire don't really dig the 2D Marios as much. On the Wii U, there's Mario World and Metroid and a couple of other games as well that I want to pick up. So there's some good shit there. There's Metal Gear Solid 4. There's Episode 2. Half-Life Episode 2. There's quite a few good fucking games incoming. Really is. Metroid Prime as well. Does the Wii U plays Wii games, doesn't it? And I think you can just straight up hook in your yeah, you've got a sensor bar for the Wii U as well, so I might buy the Metroid Prime. I think, yeah, I'm gonna get the Metroid Prime trilogy for the Wii U. No, Wii, not Wii U. Dust. I remember somebody said Dust earlier on as well. What was that? Dust. Who said something about dust? There's something about dust somewhere. Dust was something. I've lost where it is. Where is this? I'm struggling to find it. Where is this? Oh, maybe it was the unfinished HTSFs, like Dust and stuff like that. What do you mean unfinished HTSFs? Any Metroid game. I've done Super Metroid. Ah, it might have been Arisen. Yes. Oh, and Church. I thought it was you, Church, but I couldn't find... I don't know why I struggled to find your, Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah, it was Church as well. Dust was an awesome HTSF. Yeah, I thought I saw you say it, but I wasn't sure. And I thought somebody else had done it as well. Sure enough, it was exactly that. What was I going to say? It's escaped me what I was going to say. What was I going to say? Oh, Dust. Yes, Dust was a really fun HTSF. And I hold my hands up, dudes. I hold my hands up and say I made a mistake with Dust. Bear with me with the... I've explained it before, but bear with me. At the time when I was uploading Dust to YouTube, there was a lot of arguments in the comment section, you know, the typical shit, furfag this, furfag that, etc. So there's a lot of arguments going on. Now, at that time, YouTube, I don't know if you guys remember or care or even knew at the time enough for that, but until not that long ago, actually, not that long ago, YouTube didn't even announce what they were doing. It just... Everybody was losing subscribers like a motherfucker. Like a motherfucker. And it was around about the time I did the Dust HTSF I always called it maintenance, like YouTube, it was YouTube maintenance. And they were basically getting rid of all ghost account, phantom account, stuff like that, etc, you know, dupes and etc. But everybody was losing subscribers out of the arse. The older your channel was, the greater the rate you were losing subscribers. It was pretty fucking worrying. I don't think I had a single positive gain day, or not much gain, for bloody months. So it was pretty worrying. And around the time I was doing the Dust HTSF, I lost, it was around about the exact day almost, I started losing subscribers like a motherfucker. So I'm like, is it because people are arguing? And, you know, that cat. Is it because people are arguing and they don't like the furry stuff? They don't like seeing it in their inbox, so they're desubscribing me or something like that? It's like, it's a shame. Because I've never got this thing about the anti-furry stuff, like, you know, the people that aren't furry attack the people that are furry. Not everybody that isn't furry, obviously. But they attack them so viciously. And it's like, it almost comes across as like the, like homosexuality kind of shit, you know, like homophobes kind of feel like their own sexuality is being attacked by somebody else just being gay in their presence. It kind of seems like that. With the I mean, I don't know the inner mechanics of the fucking furry world and the hate towards them and shit like that, but it seems like that's the kind of same reaction that folk have to the furry community. Like I said, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know the haters and I don't know the furry community, so I don't know. But that's what it seems like from a distant third-person perspective. So I was like, is it because it's like an anthropomorphic or whatever it is, fucking game that it's putting them off or something like that? They don't fucking like seeing their inbox, so they desubscribe me. What's going on? So I stopped it. I stopped uploading Dust. And it's a damn shame because the game itself is great. Absolutely great. You're such a furry, OTG. How? Just because I don't attack furry people, I'm a furry. Is that how the community works? Like, if you're not attacking the furry community, you are a furry? Is that how it works? I don't know. You point out that Chitara is kind of hot, and all of a sudden you're a furry. I don't know. Is that how mechanics work? I don't know. It is, Liam. It's a sexual insecurity. I say do what you want as long as you're not hurting anybody. You guys agree, yeah? I suspect they do agree, sir. I expect they do agree. It's a good lot round here. I don't think you're going to get anybody laying into furries or not like that. But it's a weird one. It's like I say, but that's the story in a nutshell. That's why Dust HTSF was never finished. Because of YouTube maintenance, basically. I thought I was losing subscribers because people were arguing and desubbing because it was a furry type game. Thing is, that's it though. It's not a furry type game. It's just a game. And and it's like, oh no, but the characters are all anthro and this and that and stuff like that, and it's like, fuck knows. It was a damn shame because the game itself is great. Beautiful looking game, like, you know, art-wise and stuff like that, and it was mechanically sound, it was interesting and stuff like that. It was a fun game. But, like I say, I based on some of the comments that people were leaving and other stuff like that, and YouTube maintenance just literally demolishing your subscriber count, I thought the two were linked. It turns out they weren't fucking linked at all. Not really. I might have lost like 10 people. And it's like, well, it's very rare, I would say, don't care about, you know, people going and stuff like that. These are 10 people, say it was 10 people that went because of Dust, HTSF. These are 10 people that you don't really want watching your stuff either. It's like, if you're gonna get aggressive and desubscribe, or aggressive in comments and then desubscribe because of a game that has a furry art style, then I'm not too bothered. I mean, if they just didn't like it and wanted to go, that's one thing. But to get aggressive in comments about it is like, well, I'm not, like I say, it's very rare, I would say. I would not miss that person that would be like that. But it's fucking true, like I say. Absolutely true. Very rare, I would say something like that, but that is the case. You don't miss people that are going to be douchey like that. You don't. It's always sad to see anybody go or desubscribe or, you know, whatever and stuff like that. But, you know, in certain circumstances, these are the people that you'd never want to read anything that they would say. That sounds really arsey, doesn't it? But it's true, innit? It's true. The kind of people like that, you don't want to read what they're saying. I mean, thankfully, years and years on YouTube have given me the incredible ability, the ability to skim read a comment, deduce whether it's, you know, just flamey or anything like that, and just skip over it and not give it another thought afterwards. Very, very useful. Very, very useful. If you take everybody's comments to heart, you will eventually... It's a path to madness. It is the road to ruin. You cannot take everything that everybody says to heart. Take criticism, ideally constructive criticism, yes, absolutely fine. I'll read that all day. Good comments, I would say there isn't enough, but there's plenty of good comments from folk. Never struggle for good comments and support from folk. But like I say, you get a bad comment here and there and, you know, stuff like that. Everybody does. I mean, I've got to be fair, my videos and my streams are very, very, very good. Very, very good. Like I say, y'all are cool guys, and it's always a good lot on the stream, and like I say, shoutbox and on the comments and stuff like that on YouTube. It's always been a good lot. So I've never really had to deal with anything that bad. But you always get one or two here and there. Every blue moon, you get one or two here and there. Especially during the troll years. Have you noticed, by the way, that the trolling has diminished quite dramatically over the past year. Compared to, rewind like 4 years, and it was like hyper-troll, wasn't it? Hyper-troll. Everybody, well, not everybody, but a lot of people trying to troll for the deliberate sake of trying to wind people up. And it was elevated to this kind of cool status. Like, it's cool to troll. It's cool to wind somebody up and get a reaction. And that seems, I don't know about you guys, but that seems to have fallen off. I mean, it's never going to go, because people are, there's a lot of people that intrinsically like to wind other people up. Not just online, in real life. It's just how it is. And, but I don't know, it seems to have dropped down dramatically in the last year or something like that. Like, it doesn't seem to be like, it didn't have that cool, everywhere else, there's a lot, I don't know. It doesn't seem to have that cool status anymore, you know? It was like, you're trolling somebody, you're cool. Now it's like, you're trolling somebody, well, that's well old, is that, man? That's fucking ancient history shit. Well done. But like I say, in a nutshell, the thing with Dust was my mistake, but to be fair, it was my mistake due to YouTube doing something and not telling people. Like none of us were gonna notice. Like, no channel owner was gonna notice. All of a sudden, you're losing subscribers every day, like fucking wildfire. Just ripping through your subscriber count. Demolishing the shit out of it. Really, really nasty stuff. Very panic-inducing. To a lot of folk, very panic-inducing. I mean, shit. It takes a lot to worry me, but even I was worried. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? I mean, you guys know me. I've never been one to seek subscribers, you know, like, crazy or anything like that. Subscribers are great. Followers are great. It's all great. Always like, oh, obviously. Everybody likes to see growth. But I've never been one to kind of go out there and, like, seize it aggressively or anything like that. But you don't want to see it going the other way, you know? You don't want to see it going fucking backwards. That's horrible. So, like I said, Dust unfortunately was in the wrong place at the wrong time when YouTube had not given us any information. Like, we'd not noticed. We'd not noticed that subscribers are falling off at that kind of rate. And YouTube said nothing for months. It was like half a year before YouTube went, oh yeah, we're doing maintenance on old stuff. It's like, fuck's sake. 6 fucking months or whatever it was. Trolling has basically turned into griefing these days. Nowadays, trolling, I think it's more reserved for you're an idiot type scenario. Yeah, like, trolling seems to be used more like, now, somebody's been an idiot, being flamey in Dota, or just being a nuisance, and you troll them to wind them up to get your, like, semi-revenge kind of thing. It does seem to be used more in that kind of way now at the moment. But like I say, if you rewind back, like, over a year, and for, like, a good few years, it was like, there was so many trolls around, and it was elevated to this, like, status of being cool, and it's like, really? Really? But, thankfully, it seems to have died down somewhat. I think as the net's gotten bigger, there's been obviously a lot more people online in the past few years. And these people don't know anything about trolling, so they ain't trolls. So basically, it's been watered. Like, I think that's a good way of putting it. It's been watered down. Not only has it been de-elevated, but it's also like there's just more people online, so it's been watered down like fuck. Which is good. Which is good. Hey OTG, whatever happened to that Mudjuk thing? Mudjuk just kind of fucked off. He did. He just kind of fucked off. He trolled his way into the sunset, and he was never seen again. But yeah, Mudjuk was the only guy that I ever really had like a troll on my case. And the weird thing about Mudjuk is he never actually said anything so bad to me. It was more like he was trying to wind up the community and other folk and stuff like that. He never really laid into me. Never really laid into me. Very, very infrequently. Very infrequently. And it just got to a certain point. I remember speaking to him on the shout box. I remember the last time I spoke to him was on the shout box. And after that, never saw from him again. Never saw from him again. Yep. He just fucked off. Which, like I said, I can't say that I'm sad about that. But at the same time, like, he had his moments. But, you know, not really at the same time. It was funny. It's sometimes. But, you know, the worst part about him was he wound up a lot of people in the community. That was the bad... He never really fucked me off. Never really. It was more annoying that it was more annoying to me that he was annoying people in the community. That was because he really was. You gotta give him props. He was good at annoying people in the community. He had that down. But yeah, like I said, that was about the only guy I've ever had any problems with. And he just one day just never fucking saw him again. Gone. And that was the tale of Mudjuk. Yeah. You get a lot of angry individuals who troll now. Trolling used to be funny. I find the PC user base is really angry, if more vast than the gaming community. Yeah. Yeah. Hardcore PC gamers, and I'm one of them, but not one of the angry lot, not one of the elitist lot. The PC gamers tend to be quite master race-ish. Now, they have good reason. I don't agree with that. It's a bit like... Here we go. I've got a very good comparison for you. It's a bit like militant atheism. You know, I can get on board with atheism, no worries. But militant atheism, you know, ramming it down people's throat, is exactly the fucking same as religion as far as I'm concerned. You know, they get very fucking angry and they distill their message. Like I say, I agree. The PC is the best gaming platform. And I don't think this is even up for debate. I'm not saying you can't have fun with an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Nintendo console. I'm not saying you can't have fun. I'm not saying they're not great. What I'm saying is, the PC is factually the best place to play games on. It has more games, and the games are better, short of shit PC ports which don't count. It is the best platform. You know, if the PlayStation 4 was double the speed of an Xbox One, you would definitely say, factually, that the PlayStation 4 is the superior console. Whether it's got the better games or not, whatever, but you know, hardware-wise, it is the superior one. What's the same with the PC? It's infinitely, up to a certain level, more powerful. Infinitely to a certain level. Good shit there, good shit. But it is hands down the best gaming platform. You can do way more with PC as well, outside of playing games, that you can never do on a console. It is the best fucking, you know, computer platform. But that's where the line gets drawn for me. The line ends there. Whereas master racers will really lay siege into the consoles. Like, consoles are fucking shit. Proper dire. Only kiddies and Call of Duty kiddies play consoles, man. Like, consoles are fucking dire. What's wrong with your head if you play on a console? You've got to be like... You're not even a gamer if you play a console. Stuff like that. It's exactly the same as militant atheism. The core message was absolutely fine. And you may have even been completely correct. However, once you become militant and start ramming it down people's throat, start constructing your argument very poorly, then you've just lost my interest. You've lost my interest, and your argument and your point is completely irrelevant to me. Because if you can't present your argument in a calm and a well-constructed manner, without insulting other people at the same time, then I have no time for your opinion. I have no time for your opinion. It sounds very, once again, very arsey, but it's true. Whatever your message would be, you've watered it down to the point I'm not interested anymore. So, it's like, you've got no decent to say now, hence, you're wasting my time. You know? If you, like I say, people having different opinions is fucking great. It'd be boring as shit if everybody, if everybody, well, I don't know actually, if everybody thought the PC was the only good platform, PC would probably have better ports, or wouldn't even get ports, but still, that's a different issue. But like, if everybody has the same fucking like political opinion, or whatever else and shit, it'd be boring as shit. But an intelligent person can debate and talk about their opinions and somebody else's opinion without getting heated, without insulting the other person, and without watering down their own argument by doing the previous two. It really does surprise me, the amount of people that may have a valid point and then just completely shit all over that valid point by presenting it so badly. it does I'll see it quite often with a fair few different let's call them e-celebs. It's like, dude, you're right, but holy fuck, you did not say that right at all. Really wrong. Really wrong. There's another side of the coin too, OTG, with people who are loyal to consoles screaming about, oh yeah, don't get me wrong, yeah, it's not just the PC, oh yeah, I would not pretend it's just like PC master racers. There is the console fanboys as well, like, you know, there's, yeah, exact same opposite side of the coin where the PC's shit. You know, if you want to play games, you get a console. I don't want to fucking sit at my fucking chair, right in front of a monitor and stuff like that. I want to sit on my fucking sofa, on a big screen TV with a proper surround system. That's how you play a game and shit like that. Who the fuck was I emulating there? Who knows? Could be anybody. Could be anybody. Anyway, yeah, like I said, there is the flip side of the coin. But yeah, how Dark Souls 2 won't be any better on the PC. And From has just been lying. Here's something I heard recently. From Software removed the high-res pictures on the Steam version of Dark Souls 2. Remove the high-res pictures. I'm actually going to take myself out of the Dark Souls 2 section so nobody stumbles by, dudes. We don't want anybody stumbling by and going, what the fuck? This is not Dark Souls 2. This is Cat Souls. Is it Cat Souls? Is it Cat Souls 2? You're not sleeping. You faker. You've got R5. You're not sleeping. I'll get your foot. I'll get your foot. I'm going to tickle it. Actually, you're trying to sleep. Are you just happy? I can't tell, darling. I can't tell what you're doing there. I think you're trying to sleep, aren't you? Oh, sorry for the advert there, dudes. Allow me just to remove myself from the Dark Souls section. There we go. So what was I saying now? Oh, yes. They removed the high-res pictures, so it seems like the PC version may not. You can't know until it comes out. But why would you remove the high-res pictures if that's how the game looked? It seems like, if I had to take a guess, and hey, was I wrong about Dark Souls 2 PC being delayed? Nope, I was actually correct. But I said it was going to be about a month delayed, not fucking 6 weeks, but whatever, I was pretty damn close. Why would you remove the high-res pictures that, if the game wasn't going to look like that? If the game was going to look like that, you'd keep the pictures, wouldn't you? So I have a theory that they were developing it for the PC, adding all this cool shit, all the nice lighting and, you know, proper contrast and everything else, all the fucking specular this and bloom that and etc and so on. Then came around to porting it on the PC. Porting it to the consoles and went, fuck. Fuck. We've added way too much shit. We've got to scale it back like a motherfucker. And they scaled it back so they could get it onto the consoles at a good frame rate. And then when it came around to doing the PC version, went, fuck. Again, fuck. Now that we've removed it all, it's actually hard to put it back in again. I don't see why if they've done it right, but I don't know about you guys, but I always get the impression that From Software can mechanically design awesome games, can artistically and sound design and all that other shit make awesome games. But I always get this feeling from Software that their actual programming ability is not up to the same level as all their other abilities. It seems like the weak link in From Software's armor is their programming competency, at least for the PC and shit. I don't know if you guys agree or not, I'd say, but it always seems like it's small shit. Like the PC version before the Dark Souls 1 was a little bit fucked around the edges and shit. And you know, they've still not got the netcode right for Dark Souls and stuff and all the shit like that. It's like, I don't know, it seems like, you know, they can make an absolutely awesome game, don't get me wrong, like I say, they can make awesome fucking games, but it just seems like the programming side of that developer isn't quite as strong as their other talents, because they're very talented, very fucking talented. But it seems, I mean, obviously they can program a game better than I ever could, but I don't know. It's weird. Like I say, we can only know about Dark Souls 2 PC release when it comes out, and it's 3 weeks away, roughly. About 3 weeks away. And, yeah, we can only know when it comes out, but I suspect I mean, people say, oh, it's guaranteed to look better. There is no doubt. When I went from playing the Xbox version of Dark Souls 1 to playing the